from JacobTubeHD. Welcome back to the movie I want to talk about. The show that is finally not doing a 4-part special for a holiday that comes packaged in with a giant narrative that ends with Hayden. I'm still going to do 4 episodes to celebrate this month's holiday, but it's not going to be as big as the Halloween or Christmas special.
Damn it, Jacob, why can't I be in this special?
Valentine's Day is not even a giant holiday. It doesn't need a story centered around it.
You know, I don't care. I deserve more screen time in these episodes.
You were in 4 episodes, 5 if you count this cameo. Plus, we squashed our beef back in December. What could you possibly make me review that would have to do with Valentine's Day?
Okay, so if I was vegan, I'd be offended. But I'm not, so. Yeah. But also, I got nothing.
And what would you present to a narrative centered around the holiday and the films that I'm reviewing that would have a conclusion where you needed to be involved?
I also got nothing for that. So you win, but you have high standards for your show and people who end up being regular characters on it.
Hey, high standards produces the views. Anyway, I wanted to do the month of love where I took a look at some romantic films to celebrate the season of Valentine's Day. You know, the holiday where you buy stuff for your significant other to show how much you love and appreciate them. It's also when single me buys as much Valentine's Day candy as possible, because why not use it as an excuse to shove my face with candy? It's one of my favorite types of holidays. Also, it's the perfect time to take a look at some romantic movies and films about love, so I wanted to take a look at 4 of them this month, in the month of love. So let's change the De La Soul CD. It's AOI Bionics because it's red. There's also a song on it called What We Do for Love, and I would love the Promise 3rd AOI album. And take a look at the first romantic film of the month that is also celebrating a different holiday happening today, about a groundhog in Pennsylvania seeing its shadow, which determines how much winter is left. This is Groundhog Day. This film is about weatherman Phil Connors being sent to Punxsutawney to cover the Groundhog Day festivities and is annoyed to do so. He gets stuck in the town due to a blizzard and wakes up the next day, only to realize it isn't the next day. Phil is stuck repeating the same day over and over again and must learn to embrace others in order to see tomorrow. The film stars Bill Murray and is directed by Harold Ramis, who would star alongside Bill Murray in Ghostbusters. This film is a pretty fun watch from start to finish. That's not the best way to start this off, but that feels like the perfect way to describe this film. Bill Murray is amazing in all the roles he plays, and it's no exception here. The best part of this film is the journey the character of Phil goes on. It's a really deep character study of what can happen to someone stuck repeating the same day over and over again. The fun of having no consequences to the doom and gloom of having to repeat the same events again and again is a beautiful thing to see throughout this film, and Bill Murray does a perfect job portraying the comedic side of the predicament Phil is in and the seriousness. I'm a sucker for the concept of time loops, and this film is the perfect example of how to do a time loop film right. Every other actor here does a great job with the parts they play. The love story here is the emotional core of the film and helps propel the journey of Phil that he goes on as a character, allowing him to learn more about himself and how to improve himself. The only problem I can see people having with this film is how repetitive it can be, but you're signing up for that with a time loop film. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but if you're watching a time loop film, then you know it's going to be repetitive because our main character is living the exact same day again and again. I want to even say that the film could be better for people who find it to be repetitive because it allows the audience to feel what Phil is going through and make people see the repetitive nature of their own life. This film is a great character study of someone stuck repeating the same day, and it's also fun and entertaining to watch. Groundhog Day gets a 3 out of 5 cars driving on train tracks. I hope you're all enjoying the holiday of Groundhog Day despite how weird of a concept it is. Like, how does a groundhog determine whether or not there will be 6 more weeks of winter? Like, that's just a weird concept, right? There's way better ways of determining how much winter weather we have left. And I have the perfect way. Hayden, did you see your shadow today?
Yeah, why?
Fuck! Why, Hayden, why? Do you hate me? Is that what this is? I thought I've been nothing but nice to you over all these years. Why did you have to personally attack me like this?
What the fuck did I do?
You saw your shadow, which means 6 more weeks of winter.
How?
I don't know. All I know is that there's 6 more weeks of winter. You saw your shadow. I hate the cold. Summer is my favorite season. I can't escape the third Trolls film on TikTok. Marvel canonized the Defender shows, and you seem like the logical person to blame.
That doesn't make sense.
It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters.
Okay, I'm done. Why do people do this to me every year? Just because I saw my shadow doesn't mean there's 6 weeks of winter. What does my shadow have to do with the weather? I see my shadow all the time, and the weather doesn't change because of it. This is why I hate global warming. It makes everyone think I'm Mother Nature!